Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sarah Pavan, an Olympian and beach volleyball world champion and a longtime professional indoor player.
And I'm Adam, former indoor player and coach, current beach volleyball coach, and most important, Sarah's husband.
That was not an adverb today. Important. Okay, we are just gonna move right past that because Adam is not impressed.
No, I'm laughing because we had this, you quizzed me in the car the other day on if I knew what an adverb was.
Yeah.
I did.
No, his example was awful. Anyway,
But it was correct.
That's a story for another day. No, it wasn't. Okay. Karasuno is moving on. They beat probably, I think it's fair to say, the strongest opponent that they have faced in this tournament.
Yeah.
So far. They beat Wakunan. We saw a little bit more of Inoshita's leadership skills where he made the audible defensive switch up and made some key digs at the end of that set match. Whatever.
Yeah, and not only leadership skills, but like you said, like in-game adjustments, which I think goes a long way to earning the respect of your teammates. So not only does he have kind of those intangibles, but he's making adjustments on the court, which I think was important for him.
Those were huge. The turning dig off the block saved the day.
Yeah.
Great match overall. I feel like Wakunan is a team that's not talked about enough in Haikyu. You've got the big guys, but I feel like they need a little more respect. In particular, Nakashima, the outside, who is undersized but moves the ball around well, hitting off the block. I like that guy. I think he's solid.
He was very good. I don't think without the adjustment, Karasuno would have won. They just haven't played somebody who's got that good of vision and who can execute when they're seeing what's happening on the court.
So today we're watching season 2, episode 19 of Haikyu, called "The Iron Wall Will Be Rebuilt Again and Again." We already know because we need to see who Karasuno is going to face. So we've got the Date Tech versus Seijo match to determine Karasuno's next opponent. Iron Wall, obviously. So, do you have any preliminary predictions?
Well, I'm really hoping we actually see the match, or at least part of the match, and it's not just like, hey, here's 3 clips, this team won, away we go. My instinct is Seijo's gonna win.
Why?
I just think they're able to be a little more terminal. Aoni he's a really good blocker. I just think they're a little more skilled and a little more terminal overall. I think that Date Tech makes you beat them. They won't hand you the victory. They're overall well skilled. They got good block, but I think Seijo's just got too many weapons.
We'll see if Adam is correct. All right, season 2, episode 19 of Haikyu is coming right now.
I am cheering for Date Tech though, even though I don't think they're gonna win.
You love them.
いやまだたったの2点差だし今2セット目か1セット目はどっちが取ったんだ1セット目は正常が取ったっぽいですカラスのどうもジャス
Hello there.
ジャスこんにちはこんにちはチャスおーすカラスのは3年残ってんだなさあうちの新チーム
They were playing when Karasuno played Date Tech in season 1.
Okay. I thought they looked familiar.
They were in our draft.
Oh, this could factor into everything.
なんだあのトス。ほらい。よし行け。小金は動きがまだ素人臭いな。まあ上がりゃ問題ねえよ。レフト。はい。
That's a high ball.
なんだあのトス。北口先輩お願いします。たっけえよ。
Oh, they hit the ceiling.
Oh, that's a tough ball to hit.
ああごめん。北口先輩どんまいっす。もう少し低くだ小金川。うっ低くっすね。低すぎずだぞ。中くらいだ中くらい。あうっ本当に分かってんだろうな。もちろんっす。
Aoni's not happy.
ごめんどんまいです。伊達校のセッターって1年だよな。あの7番。うん。でかいよ。
He looks pretty big though.
でかいな。あれはうちの新兵器。大型セッター小金川です。
Okay. Looks like a chicken with his feathers thrown on his head, but that's alright. Oh, boy.
校庭100勝してお詫びします。そこは突然しろよ。まだ発展途上なんすよ。セッターになって間もないんで、これから大物になるんで。あのくらいのミスはよくありますよ。
なんて鍵やな。
気使わせてんぞモニは。ナイスさー。俺生意気だったから先輩たちはさぞ面倒くさかっただろうなと思うけど。
What goes around comes around, baby.
Yeah.
すぎんのはどうかと思うわ。あの二口が後輩に手を焼いてる。
He laughed a little too hard at that.
But it always comes around. It always comes around.
Oh my gosh, that laugh.
Serves you right. Now you gotta deal with yourself.
Gosh, I cannot unhear that shriek.
Uh,
A new character. Woo.
well, you're not gonna tell me, but my thought is the coach of Date Tech, like, did they not get a setter to replace him, like a true setter? And were they forced to try and put somebody into that role? Or are they looking at the team? Are they looking at Aoni going, hey, if we have a bigger setter, we're gonna be able to run that connection better?
Well, I'm pretty sure Moniwa was the setter. And he was in third year, so
Right.
he graduated.
Right, but I'm saying, like, so they say he just started setting. So did they not recruit like a true setter, or are they trying to convert somebody because they want him to be taught? Like, I'm wondering what the
Yeah.
rationale of.
And he's a first year.
Right.
So.
So I mean, it's not easy to just become a setter. And I feel like, especially in the Japanese system where they run such tempo all the time, like, that's got to be a tough transition.
But a tall setter is a threat.
I totally agree.
I love a tall setter.
I know you do. Well, I'm also wondering setting Aoni, because he's so tall, the closer they are, the less time there is between, the easier it will be to set him.
Hopefully. I mean, that set just took off into the bleachers, so.
Coach ball.
That set was very high.
I mean, even for an out-of-system ball, you don't generally want it to the ceiling.
Don't want it to tickle the rafters.
The only person good enough to hit those balls is you.
I only hit high balls, I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't great at fastballs.
一本で切れよ。レフト。2のモーション高いブロックの上でもバレバレだ。あれくそチャンスチャンスよいしょ。
Oh, sh.
Nice dig.
ナイス二口ラストパンチオーライオッケーオッケー3番のウィングスパイカーの人がトスを
Block.
Ooh, a little Kageyama action.
Yeah, baby. Drop it in. Ooh.
Surprise!
That's a heck of a move.
I mean, you don't see that in, I mean, the middle set it, so it was a little, but you don't see setters do that.
No. I thought Aoni was going to drop his hand into that scene.
The double coach fist pump.
No way, you give him props for making that block. Put a little weight on.
That's the biggest sentence he's ever said.
I was actually surprised he moved Aoni after he hit him. I thought that would be a solid block to run into.
It's a house. Oh!
Well, the left sides are going to be in trouble. Ooh, Asahi.
まためんどくさいチームと当たったもんだ。正直ちょっとスカッとしたな。確かに。聞こえてっから。
Just his voice is always so slimy.
Too predictable. Oh, he's young. He's just go up and hammer it.
He's probably not left-handed.
They're keeping it close.
Average.
やっぱり正常の方が一枚上手って感じなんすかね。立て子の方はまだバタバタするもんな。大型セッター。
Oh, wow.
Nice pass. Oh.
I mean, that was a great move, though.
Yeah.
Oh.
お前が文字通り導いてやる、桜見。小金川君が得意な場所へ。レシーブ。
Good adjustment.
レシーブは。
He's up there.
That's what you're saying.
Yeah. And that's all you need to do.
Just get it from one high place to another.
Yep. And that's going to be probably almost impossible to stop, given how big they are. Because you think about it, they're going to either have to bring the double block in, which opens up the back dump, or, I mean, he can go wherever he wants, as long as he can set his other hitters. Which
that is the problem.
Might be an issue
with
currently.
that, he just literally needs to touch it to him. There's no finesse required, which is the point, I think.
He looks the setter. Looks the setter part, got his fingers taped.
That is classic.
That's what it should look like, Hinata.
まさに打点に置くだけって感じですね。セッター自身の最高到達点が高いからこそできるコンビネーションだな。
I mean, he's very big.
Oh, yeah.
でかいことを生かしたトスか。面白いじゃん、大型セッター。
Jingo!
I'm picking Jingo for my next draft. I knew it.
He's like,
I knew it.
That's it, son. That's how you do it. No,
Well, that's how
he
you do
can't
it.
help but make other people feel crappy.
Just to needle him and make a
I'm
point.
laying low, but I'm gonna show you that you're terrible.
ち着いてまずは一本切ってこう。花巻大地さ正常。全体のサーブのレベル上がってんな。レフト二口さんしゃあ二口行け。しゃあよっしゃうちの後輩見たかこら見とけこら。
ここであの一年セッター君全員か。
お願い先輩ナイスさー。エースでブロックもうまい二口。言わずもがな鉄壁の中枢青根。そして3枚目小金川。
It's a big front line.
間違いなく今現在県内最
If
強
they're
の
gonna run a few, it's gonna be here.
This is their best defensive lineup.
They need a better server there, though.
ごめん少し短い。岩ちゃんもう
That shaggy hair, oh my gosh. Ew.
つうかお前2の時フェイントじゃなくていいだろう。
Just set somebody.
はいぶったたけ。
Told you.
I mean, he closed those shoulders well, and that angle was impressive. Okay.
Yeah.
飲んでても拾えない。
Why not?
Wow.
You can get up there.
ブレイクもう一本いけ。おいいつも通りでいい。俺に勝負させろ。さっき及川はブロックに捕まらないようトスをネットから離したんですね。
Oh.
岩泉はお気に召さなかった。
Didn't give his hitters what they wanted, did he?
Oh dear.
もう一点。
That's an adjustment the hitter needs to make.
ナイス。オライ。
Sleepy.
Sleepy guy. Ooh.
Oh, nice dig. You gotta set your boy.
岩ちゃん。おい。俺はセッターとしてまだ赤子同然。
But I'm a master blocker.
俺が先輩たちと同等に持ってるものがあるとするなら高さのみ。
I love this visual.
ここで終わって。
Oof.
Yeah, baby.
Popping eyeballs.
There is nothing there. Just
目が甘いぜ。一年坊主。
Oh dear. That's a good swing.
that's a great swing.
That's a level up move, Hinata.
Ore mo mada mada ssu na.
あの3枚ブロック相手に真っ向勝負。
Those are. That's a big moment. And that's going to be a learning experience for him. It's go time, baby.
We got that rematch.
整列。ゲってなんだ二口この野郎。まだまだ下手くそだな小金。すんません。新キャプテンは全然余裕ねえしな。もう庭のありがたみが分かったか。そんなの前から分かってる。まったく伸びしろしかねえな。
You all suck, but you can be good.
超長え伸びしろな。頑張れ。今よりももっとだ。お前たちなら歴代最強の鉄壁になれる。じゃあ行きましょうか。
お庭さんたちこんなところ来てるってことは時間あるんですよね。戻って練習相手してください。
It's a good idea.
しょうがね
That didn't take much convincing.
玉崎さん、筋肉盛りすぎてジャンプできなくなってないですか？
あ、なんで？
筋肉って重いんですよ。マジ
That's a very true sentiment.
どんなボールでも上げられるようになります。それにブロックも鉄壁の名に恥じないように、どんなパワーのやつでもでかいやつでも止められるようになります。
You like that? Is that a
He's
nod to
thinking of
Hinata?
Hinata. There we go.
I thought he was gonna put his hand on his head and give him a little head shake.
Hinata show you. Oh baby!
I love that. That was so much fun to watch.
What part exactly? The post-game interaction?
Yeah.
The game?
Well, let's start with the game because we watched that part first. I liked how he was aggressive as a setter. He just went up and hit the ball. And I think that he needs to do that more. Like, it's his advantage. Do it.
I mean, it has to be pretty perfect as a right-handed setter for him to really do that.
Yeah, I agree.
It's
I
such
agree.
an awkward angle.
But you keep the defense on the toes, even if you do it once or twice a match.
Make them look for you.
I think it also just goes to show you how disjointed a team can become if the setter is not consistent. Like, it's one of those things where you just don't notice it until you don't have it. So as an outside hitter, you're hitting one out of system ball that hits the ceiling. You know, the next one is too low. You have no rhythm. You lose your vision. And so, do I think if he can get good, that's a huge asset? Yes, but he has to be able to do that too.
Said it before, say it again. A great setter makes mediocre hitters look amazing. A bad setter can make amazing hitters look really bad.
That's a true sentiment. I also liked the block piece. I mean, he was there, his hand was in the right place, and he's young, right?
He's probably never faced a hitter that was looking for that.
Absolutely, and that's what I'm saying. It's like, he's like, what I have is I'm tall, but he hasn't gotten the strength down or the timing or the press. So they're going to be good. I'm predicting that that's going to be the match to go to nationals next year.
Oh, next year.
That's
You heard
my
it here
prediction.
first,
That's
folks.
right. I just wanted to call myself the Oracle. I almost did that.
I'm not even answering that.
And then I loved the post game. The seniors are so into it. I mean, they're still at the high school,
And they
so
miss
they're
volleyball so much.
invested, and they want to go back and practice.
They're waiting for that invite.
Yeah, I love that. It's just they're cheering them on. They're needling them a little bit, like they're still part of the team, but they're super excited for them. I mean, that's the way it should be. I loved everything about that. Oh, good footwork.
"なんだか皆さんピリピリしてます?" 前回青葉城西には 全力出し切って、それでも負けたから。
やちさん。はい。それってあるかな。
山口くん大丈夫
？Daichi's gotta be back.
ちょっと緊張しちゃって。
私、緊張にかけては結構自信あるんだ。
自信？緊張に？
緊張はね、口に出した方がいいんだよ。我慢するより、緊張する、どうしようって素直に言っちゃった方が心がほぐれるんだよ。
She's in her wheelhouse.
緊張による命の危険を感じるから、いろいろ調べたんだ。
命の危険？
体育祭とかテストとか。
テスト？俺。インハイ予選の正常戦、チームがピンチの時、初めてピンチサーバーで試合出たんだ。追いつけない点差じゃなかった。俺が決めてたら勝てたかもしれない。
It's dangerous.
なのに俺はミスって。だからまたそうなったらと思うと。
そんなチームのピンチを任されたと。
You should have been nervous.
やつさ、
緊張してきた。心臓出る。口から出る。
飲み込んで。
そう。
AED？ どうした？やつさんの心臓が。
落ち着け山口。
110番か。119番ですよ。
風邪みたいに緊張も他人に感染したら治るのかな。みんなさっきより元気。
何真面目に分析してんだよ。
I wonder how he's gonna
影山くんも
respond.
まさかのビビりタイムですか？
ああ。及川さんは強えからな。
お前ほんと大王様苦手な。まあ俺もだけど、戦うの楽しみにしてたじゃねえか。
ビビるもんはビビるんだよ。
Interesting.
6人で強い方が強い。昔岩泉さんが及川さんに言ったのを聞いた。
6人で強い方が強いんだろうが、ボケが。
あの時は何を当然のことを言ってんだって思った。強いメンバーが6人揃ってりゃ強いに決まってんのにって。でも今になってわかる。岩泉さんが言ったのはメンバーの力を足し算じゃなく、いかに掛け算できるかってことだったんだ。どのチームに入っても及川さんは俺よりスパイカーの力を引き出す。
It's self-awareness.
そうなの。そうだとしても。
AED. Let's do it, baby. When you play a team sport, the individual skills are not just added together, they're like multiplied together. I think that was very good.
And that can go in both ways, though.
Now who's being negative?
No, I'm just saying it's true, and I like that thought process. But you have to be conscious about it. Everybody on the team has to be pulling in the same direction. I was going to ask you, what are your thoughts about how some of those players are handling their nerves going into that match?
We didn't really see many.
Well, Kageyama was talking about his freak out, Yamaguchi was doing that, they were talking about the team being a little bit tighter going into that match. What's your experience kind of in that, going up and playing against a team you've lost to before and kind of having it on the line?
Good question. I don't know. I think if you're nervous like Yamaguchi is, being nervous is like normal, but I think it shows that you care. So I don't think it's something to necessarily run away from. I mean, obviously, I've been nervous in countless matches. It's very common. But I think being aware of it and just like observing it is important. And I think usually it's like the anticipation is worse than anything. Like once you're in the moment, you're just like focused, but it's like the buildup is always way worse. Hinata, he just likes to play. Like he's just excited to have another chance to step on the court, it seems. It seems like Kageyama is being a little more reflective and like self-critical than usual. But we have seen that growth progress throughout the series so far.
Can I ask you another question about that? About Kageyama specifically? So he's come to the realization that I'm just not as good as Oikawa at this. So, and that's a fact. That's one of his strengths. And it's a good strength because it really helps their team. So how does he think about that in terms of what he's good at, how he can counter that? Because if he tries to emulate him, it's just not going to work because that's not him as a person.
Well, I think he kind of voiced it by saying like, I realize that all 6 of us, if we're working together as a unit, we can overcome this.
Yeah.
Which is also huge growth from Kageyama. So he is really putting the emphasis on like the team and everybody kind of like adding their strengths together. And it seems like that's what his focus is, which I think is so cool.
I agree. I'm curious to see how this next match goes. I think generally you have 2 responses, right? You have the players in the team who are like, hey, we're right there. I can't wait to play these guys again. And then there's those teams where that memory lingers and 1 or 2 things go wrong and you're like, oh man, we couldn't do it last time. I don't think that will be Karasuno. I think that they've made enough improvements since the last time they played them to have confidence and they'll come together. I think it'll be a really close game.
They're a much different team now.
Yeah, so I don't think that will play a factor.
Maybe.
I think they're gonna win. I think they're gonna win.
Ooh.
Let me throw a caveat in there. I think if Daichi plays, they're gonna win. If he doesn't play, the odds go down in my book.
Whoa. Okay.
I'm expecting Daichi to play though.
You can see the remnants of his injury on his face.
Yeah.
We'll see. We're cruising towards the end of season 2 here, so we need to find out if Adam is right. He was correct in his prediction that Date Tech would lose.
Didn't see the setter change coming.
Surprise!
Played into my prediction.
Here we go. Let us know your thoughts. Be sure to hit us up in the comments below. And yeah, this is, I think we're in the semifinals now. So we're entering the big time. As always, we'd be so excited if you would like this video, subscribe to my channel, and stay tuned. Karasuno versus Seijo, the rematch.
6 episodes long.
is coming next week. Thanks, guys.